Hello and welcome to this shite video about the free models and glitches in Vision Park. Sorry if the audio is crap or mayo. And yes, I do use my own voice in this, and many other people have wanted to speak in this.
Vision Park, one of Roblox's most exciting and original theme parks.
You may have thought that before you clicked on this video, but you were completely wrong, as all you didn't know that the man behind the park is nothing but a man thinking the Roblox library is a local cash and carry and takes every bit of content he can and tries to pass it off as his own. If only he knew his community members were smarter than that.
For 2 years now, the members of the Vision Park community have been living in that Quasar has been thrusting out for this long. Well, no longer we say.
First, let's give a disclaimer. If you want to make any sort of hate comments you wish to make, guess what? We don't care. This is all pure fact. And if you think it's because all of this info has been backed up after hours of research we have been making between all of us, analyzing every bit of detail of the rides with the models shared on screen. Without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, we are starting with the removed rides, and there are a couple of these. To be specific, Hypno, Cage, and Disco Disc. As you can see on Hypno, the neon bricks are placed practically identically aside each other, as well as the seat colors matching up and the bars looking almost exactly the same. Same with Disco, apart from the thunderbolts on the car, holding arms being removed and replacing the arm manager images being changed. These look nearly exactly the same, the carts, the bars, everything.
As you can see on screen, we have the ride control box. The box outer layer looks exactly the same, having a diamond plating coat on it. Same with the buttons and the mic on the glass inside the control box, all copies. Here is something a little more interesting. The trees dotting the landscape of the park, also all free models from the Roblox library. The recently added palm trees, the dead trees by the asylum, and ones added in Halloween, also all free models.
Next up is the coffee machine, also a free model. You may have seen this coffee machine in many other games too apart from Vision Park. We, however, couldn't find the ice cream or slush puppy machine. However, just from looking at these, it's fairly obvious these are also free models. Next up are the bigger rides. These are the thrill rides in Vision Park, and some of these might surprise you. First up is Cycle, again, fairly obviously copied. The neon bricks in the same place, the control box, all that jazz. All he really did here was color the bricks to a different color and change out the background and add some cogs to the side. Rush was hard to find. However, you can see from all these the similarity of them. Neon bricks, seat layout, the poles, all very much the same in some way or another. Next are the bigger rides. I'll pass this one over to Vid.
First up is the Asylum. We don't have any links, but from our main source from how we were able to find these, Asylum was taken from Star Marine 614, owner of Roblox Point. Many years ago made, but then taken off sale, the images used, like the clown jump scares, are more merrily taken off Google Images.
Next up is the biggest steal of them all probably, Mr. Smiley. This was the original track layout stolen from Saw the Ride recreation. Ever wondered why the first chain lift hill looks similar to Saw and the Impossible Loop? Well, now you know.
Glitches can happen in any game, and specifically, I'm going to be talking about the glitches that are a concerning problem in VP, and how Quasar patches these said glitches. When I joined VP, it's not around when the knife glitch was about. However, glitches go way back before I joined. Glitches like a slushy explosion, coffee glitch, and a laser gun glitch that is different to the one that we had now, prior to Quasar's patches, were a serious problem. Now when I joined, I never expected anything. The first mistake I noticed was having R6 as an option. This already allowed me to perform the notorious wall glitch. This glitch has been around for many years and Roblox haven't patched it. This is up to Quasar to patch something like this. Places you were able to do this were the staff office and the 777 diner. I knew this wouldn't go well for me. I knew there was a ban coming. After all this, my main account was banned from Vision Park. It never really hit me that much, as I was new to the game. This just brought me back to find as many glitches as possible in Vision Park. After some messing around with macros, I discovered something that would change Vision Park for the worse. I never reported this to anybody, and I thought it'd be a great time to have some fun. This glitch would be known as the no-clip macro glitch. Now yes, people think this glitch is patched, because Roblox changed some things with the client to affect the way tools work. However, the bypass wasn't difficult and it required no exploits or scripts. The glitch pretty much explains itself. It allows no clip. It's R15 and R6 compatible, so there was no problem doing it on any game. You could get any game pass for free without having to pay a single dime. I've never used a single exploit on Vision Park and I do not condone using them. At one point, I actually considered sending Quasar a message regarding these discoveries I have found, but I thought I would get forgotten and I wouldn't have any chance talking to him. The glitches were pretty much endless. I could do anything. Believe it or not, there is actually an easy fix for these glitches I have discovered. Just place a respawn block inside each building and script it so that only people with the Game Pass can access the room. This is something you could have thought of, but rather lazily delete the arena, because you didn't think about scripting the game properly. These glitches aren't hard to patch, and as a developer you have a responsibility of patching these glitches. And as for the boats, like seriously, you couldn't just place another wall where people did the glitch? That is something that could have been easily fixed, and you had no thought process of thinking about it like that. And as a final message to you, Quasar, fix your game!